Founded in the 19th century on the banks of the river Mayenne, this business, which has been part of our family for 5 generations, continues in the tradition of finishing fabrics. This video will introduce you to the different stages necessary for the creation and production of both plain and printed fabrics. All of our raw and bleached fabrics are woven in France or Europe. Then, diversity comes especially from the type of weave. Dupion, serge, ottoman or upscale, all of these natural fibers follow exactly the same preparation procedures. After a first quality check, all of the fabrics are rolled, bleached, and then washed and dried. The bleached materials are then taken to the quality control area, where a series of different tests are carried out, such as hydrophilic level, pH, or even the level of bleaching. Tissu d'Avenir can offer 2 types of production, either dyed or printed fabrics. The dyeing of plain colored fabrics is today the second most important part of Tissu d'Avenir's business. Every dyeing job starts with a color test, which takes place in a laboratory on samples, which we call bottles. The exact blends are calculated and approved by our clients, which then allows us to begin the production process. This oldest part of our business has certainly moved with the times and now uses all of the latest technologies and different types of colorants. Both direct and reactive dyes have been used from the very beginning. This includes the VAT dyes, known as anentraine, which give colors offering the best resistance to light and chlorine. The arrival of fire-retardant polyesters, such as Trevor CS for works contracts, has led us to develop a particular expertise for these materials. The printing of fabrics has become the biggest part of our business today. We can offer 3 additional methods of manufacture. Screen printing is our most traditional method. Printing with automatic screens allows us to offer industrial production of large quantities. Inkjet printing, the latest manufacturing technique, offers all sorts of new possibilities which we will discover in just a moment. Each of the different manufacturing methods has its own advantages and can be adapted to the requirement of the different jobs. Quantities to be produced, type of fabric to be printed, kind of pattern used, number of colors making up the design, and so on. Let's just return for a moment to inkjet printing. It is the industrial adaptation of well-known inkjet printing technology. The level of skill in this area means that we can now produce large quantities of high-quality finished fabrics. Every inkjet printing project starts with a close examination of the design to be produced. These designs could be from our own extensive archives or have been produced by our client's own design studio. Certain patterns have each color applied separately, as in the screen printing process. Our graphics and color department undertake all of this meticulous preparation work. This color separation method comes directly from the traditional style of printing. It allows for perfect coloring of a design and its production in many color variations. If inkjet printing today enables us to reproduce screen print style fabric of such high quality, the same technology opens up a whole range of creative possibilities. In actual fact, the number of colors to be printed is no longer an economic constraint. It is now possible to create very rich and intricate patterns. We can even use photography if required. These files are treated differently, with no need to separate the colors. The limitations of screen printing are no longer an issue. No more restrictions on creativity. Working on this type of file also means that changes to designs can be made quickly and cost-effectively. Always supportive of the upholstery fabric market, Tissu d'Avenir has chosen to use the fixed washed printing technique. After meticulous preparation, the cloth is printed with specially selected reactive dyes, depending on the type of fiber it contains, such as cotton, linen, hemp, even silk. Our business today allows us to react to our clients' needs in such diverse fields as upholstery, furnishing, clothing, handbags, and public events for production runs of anything from 50 to several thousand meters. Back to two traditional printing techniques: traditional table printing style and on machines with automatic screens. The manufacture of a printing fabric starts with the separation of colors from the original design. Each color is then transposed onto a stencil made in Bourgoin-Jallieu, a small town near Lyon, well known for the skill of its designers and the quality of the engravings they produce. Then follows a period of preparation and consultation, during which all technical and color aspects are approved by the customer. After work together, we choose the type of dyes, the kind of fabric, and what sort of finish to use. This traditional printing method allows a wide choice of materials: cottons, linens, but also polyesters, particularly fibroaceae for fire-retardant fabrics. Large-scale production can now begin. The colors are prepared in accordance with the formulas produced during the sample testing. The accuracy of the dye and fixer quantities is essential for a good quality print. Before starting the production run, the colors are checked and approved by our quality control department. Screen printing, also known as impression à la lyonnaise, is done on tables which are 55 meters long, on which the fabric is unrolled and stuck. Every color has its own flatbed screen. This means that a design which contains 25 colors will have to be printed with 25 different screens. The printing of two tables, which means 100 meters of fabric, will take two skilled printers a whole day of precise work to complete. This type of printing, partially mechanized, remains very close to the traditional production method. We can then print complex designs containing many colors, such as a reproduction of old documents, as favored by the big names in interior design and decoration. Printing with automatic screen machines differs from the impression à la lyonnaise style, as all the design colors are applied at the same time, while the fabric is carried by a conveyor belt. This method is particularly suitable for productions of over 300 meters of designs from 1 to 14 colors. One of our buzzer machines can print fabrics up to 180 centimeters wide, which makes it perfect for producing tablecloths. Being much faster than table printing, this method of production gives us access to markets needing large quantities of fabric at competitive prices, however retaining a very high quality. After dyeing or printing, the fabrics are fixed, washed, and dried. We can offer many different finishing options, such as softening, fireproofing, glazing, moirage, and other treatments. In addition, we can respond to any special requirements, such as chemical or mechanical finishing. Finally, every piece of fabric is visually checked, measured, and packed. The fabric is then sent to customers all over the world, into showrooms, designers, or even into the workshops of the upscale handbags manufacturers.